Hey guys, it's Donnie here. Just editing, well, the video you just saw right now as I'm filming this video.
I just want to make this video apologizing about where I've been. I have not been
It's the video that you just saw. I'm editing that right now. Anyway, while I'm doing that, because I have to make the second one load up because it's HD and it's Windows Movie Maker. Anyway, while I'm doing that, I just wanted to make another video. Now this video basically is talking about the movies that are coming out in the next 2 years that I'm really looking forward to. And one of the movies that I'm very looking forward to that hasn't really gotten much publicity since 2012, which I'm actually very surprised about, that is the movie Maleficent. It's basically the story of Maleficent. It's basically the story of, it's not a spin-off of Snow White. It's basically, it's not like the Alice in Wonderland movie where it was basically a spin-off or like a reboot or whatever, you know, something like that. It's not like that. It's not a spin-off. It's basically it's a remake, but it does it differently. It's basically the story of Sleeping Beauty told through Maleficent's point of view. It stars Angelina Jolie as Maleficent, if you guys didn't know, and I'm very interested in it. I can't wait to see it in the theaters and stuff like that. Another thing. And so that's all I have to say about that. Another movie I'm really looking forward to, which I'm pretty sure you guys already know about. Just flipping the screen there so I can just look at the lens. And that is the Amazing Spider-Man 2. As you all know, I'm a huge Spider-Man fan, and as you know, since it's 2014, it has been 10 years since the first time I ever went to go to the movie theaters to see Spider-Man 2. And I just want to adjust the camera a little so you can see my face. I have been, you know, I've always cherished that moment when I went to go see that movie in the theater. And, you know, when I see Amazing Spider-Man 2, it'll be 10 years. Not 10 years to the day, of course, but 10 years to when I saw the first not the first Spider-Man. I didn't see that one in theaters, but I saw it on video. But anyway, it'll be the first time I saw it. It'll be the 10 years since I saw Spider-Man 2, the first movie I ever saw in the theater. So I'm very much looking forward to that. And also, it's Andrew Garfield. Andrew Garfield does a fantastic Peter Parker, which is very cool. They got rid of James Horner's horrendous score and replaced it with Hans Zimmer's hopefully much better, riveting score. I mean, he's scored the 2 movies that are behind me right here, and, you know, that's awesome. So, actually, that wasn't planned. That's just coincidence. That wasn't planned when I was filming this, but anyway, yeah, so I think he's going to do an amazing job with Amazing Spider-Man 2 and with scoring it. And also Emma Stone is amazing as Gwen Stacy. Dane DeHaan, fucking Chronicle, man. I mean, he's going to be amazing. He's going to be an awesome Harry Osborn. You know, I forgot the name of the actor who's going to be Norman Osborn. But, you know, I seen the trailer with him, like, lying in the bed when he's like, "Not everyone has a happy ending." And that's going to be awesome. The minute I saw that, I was just like, that's going to be fucking awesome. Please excuse my poor language. Got a little thing right there. And so I'm very much looking forward to The Amazing Spider-Man 2. Also, you know, it's got Paul G. Even though it's a weird casting, but, you know, he's also a good actor. Paul Giamatti, you know, I mean, he was Big Fat Liar was the first movie I ever saw him in, even though he wasn't really that funny in it. Sideways, you know, got him critically acclaimed. He was, even though I haven't seen this version, but, and even though I hear it's not very good, water outside, I don't know. Even though I heard this version is not very good, he was the priest in the recent Romeo and Juliet movie that came out last year, the one with the girl from True Grit. And he, you know, so he's a good actor, and I'd like to see what he does with Rhino, even though he might be a henchman and it looks like a Power Ranger thing. That's what Jeremy John said. And, you know, so I'm just really looking forward to that. Another thing I'm looking forward to is another thing in Amazing Spider-Man 2 is, you know, Jamie Foxx as Electro. I've seen so many photos of him, and when I first found out the casting, I was like, Jamie Foxx. Seems like an interesting choice. I've seen the photos. I said I was refusing to see the photos until the trailer came out, but the trailer came out a little too late for me to. So I started getting impatient. So I was like, I saw the photos. The photos are freaking awesome. The photos are awesome. The photos are amazing. And I know I'm a year long behind on all this crap. I'm a year long behind on all this crap, but I don't know if I've already told anybody what I thought of the photos, but those are cool. The trailer looks awesome with him with it. Well, let me rephrase that. In some scene it does, in other scenes it kind of looks a little silly. The new Spider-Man suit looks really great, and so I'm looking forward to that film. That's all I'm here to say. I kind of eaten up much of my time with that. So enough said about that. Another movie I'm looking forward to, which will be coming out in the following year, which actually doesn't come out this year, and won't come out next year. It's coming out, actually, it's just been announced, as I said in this video, it's just been announced that it's going to come out in summer of 2 years from now, and that is Superman versus Man of Steel. And here's the reason. And even though I'm also looking forward to this, but I'm also worried about this, because it's starting to not feel like Man of Steel 2 anymore. It's now starting to feel like the Justice League prequel, which is what Jeremy Zahn said. And that kind of worries me a little, but I understand that they have casted Wonder Woman, who will be in the movie. Hopefully, to me, I'm just thinking it's a cameo. It's like to me, it's like the Nick Fury sort of thing. Nick Fury he wasn't kind of in there, but at the same time he was, and it was just like a brief sort of thing. So, but anyway, Wonder Woman has been in the movie, and I don't know if you've already announced, but Gal Gadot has been cast in the role. She is in some of the Fast and Furious movies, and she is really getting into and says so on Google that she has just started getting into shape for Wonder Woman, which is very interesting. Can't wait to see her in the movie. Can't wait. She looks pretty good, so I can't wait to see how she looks like dressed up as Wonder Woman. So that's gonna be pretty fun. And so yeah, so that's another movie I'm looking forward to. Let me rephrase that. I'm looking forward to seeing the characters in the movie. And I'm looking forward to see Superman and Batman finally fight out on the big screen for the very first time, which is good. But that's what I'm looking forward to. I'm a little worried that it's going to get a little too crowded and it won't be Superman's movie anymore. And we won't... And another thing I'm worried was how much Lois we'll be seeing in the movie. Because I liked Amy Adams' Lois, surprisingly. And I also liked... Lawrence Fishburne's Perry White. I like those guys, so I don't want those guys to be kept away and just kept away and getting a little screen time, because I like those guys. So how much are we gonna see? How much are we gonna see Daily Planet at all in that movie? So that's one thing. Another movie I'm looking forward to, and this is just because you all know I'm a Hunger Games fan, Mockingjay Part 1 and Part 2. Part 1, I've just started to read the book. I have not finished it. I'm gonna try and get it finished by the end of the summer. I'm gonna start reading it now. I'm gonna probably finish it by the end of the summer because I read very slowly. If it's not assigned by a teacher, I'm going to read very slowly. So I'm gonna hopefully get it. I'm gonna try and finish the whole book before Part 1 comes out. That's at least what I'm trying to do. And yeah, because Catching Fire, everyone knows I loved Hunger Games 1. The first Hunger Games, and everybody knows I liked Catching Fire when it came out, and so I'm gonna love, the final two movies, and which is gonna be one big epic, so it's gonna be awesome. And yeah, another movie I want to talk about. This is not really has necessarily been greenlit, and hasn't necessarily been gotten in production, or even I don't even think this even has a script. And that's Scream 5. That's just one movie I really want to talk about. Scream 5. Now, the most bit of information we have gotten about Scream 5 was maybe about 2011 when the last Scream came out, and that was 3 years ago. And there was talk of it coming back. There was talk of it making a 5. There was talk of it 4 being segueing into a new trilogy, which I find to be very interesting. Now, as you all know, I don't know if you guys really know, but in recent months I've become a really big Scream fan. And actually, I just got the 4 movies on for Christmas, and you can see right there on my shelf. So, yeah, so I'm a pretty big Scream fan. So I just want to know, when's Scream 5 coming out? Is Scream 5 even going in production? Is Scream 5 even getting made? You know, that's one thing I really want to know, because I asked my friend Ray Vaughn about it, and he looked it up and he said they're going in production next year. And that was about 2 months ago. And I've not heard a single thing. So hopefully we might get some more information about it. I really hope it actually does get made. But that one's just a little, because I haven't heard most bit of news. The most bit of like hardcore internet news I heard about it was, you know, by Clever Movies, and that's when Scream 4 came out. So, and Wes Craven said if it's a good script, he will sign on to it, but even though it's kind of maybe old news, really old news, I really want to see a Scream 5. You know, because they said they were going to start a new trilogy. You got 4 ready, you got 4 made. If you got 4 made, I'm pretty sure you're going to be able to get 5 made. You will be able to get 5 made. So, anyway, that's my, that's my opinion about Scream 5. That's kind of eaten up a lot of bit of time. Another movie I'm looking for, and I'm going to make these really quick because I'm already down to like 40 minutes. Another movie I'm really looking forward to is the Fantastic Four reboot, but for a different reason. Now, this might shock some people. I didn't hate the Tim Story Fantastic Four movies. I didn't hate them. I thought they were okay films. I didn't think they weren't great by any means, but you know, I saw Fantastic Four 1, and the second one I didn't really like as much, but the first one I really did like. Mostly because of nostalgia, because I saw that in the theaters, and when that movie came out, I was about 5. And I loved it, you know, it was like, bah. And the one thing I did like about it was just because of the craziness of the movie. And I remember there was this one scene, when Ben is picking up the ring. I remember, I kind of chuckled, but this is because I was 5. And it's supposed to be a very sad scene when he can't pick up the ring, but everybody in the theater laughed. Well, they kind of chuckled a little. I remember that. I distinctly remember that in the theater. And, you know, so, yeah. But that's the least bit I could say about, and, you know, and also I love I'm gonna forget this guy's name, John Ottman, that was his name, John Ottman's score to it, and like, bum, 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 bum. Yeah, I like that score, and that was cool. That was the one thing I did like about it, and the second one wasn't that great. I didn't see it in the theater, because after Spider-Man 3 came out the same year, and after seeing Peter Parker do that stuff in that bar, I was like, in that nightclub, I was just like, yeah, I think I'm gonna take a break from Marvel for a while. And that was when I was 7, so I decided, yeah, so that's about it. Yeah, so as you all know, I gotta finish editing this. The screen came off, so as you all know, I gotta go finish editing this. I'll talk about more upcoming films coming out. So this is Donnie Banerjee from my first Donnie Topics since last year. Wow. I really got to catch up with this series. I really got to make more videos. I've only got 9 of these. Shit. So, yeah. So, that's about what I got to say. Anyway, this is Donnie Banerjee. Donnie Review. This is Donnie Banerjee of Donnie Topics. Signing off. See you around. I got to go get some water because my throat's dry.